Hey, it's Adam, and I wanted to share a couple things today that came up while I was being interviewed for a podcast that's going to be coming out in the near future. So, anyways, one of the topics that I was asked about was using AI tools to improve output to produce better results and how we can go about doing that. And I think one aspect of that that is really interesting is kind of cutting through the noise, or to use the term infobesity, to really get through that. Because one of the great things about AI is that we're producing all of these tools that can summarize, that can help us do all this stuff. At the same time, of course, there's more and more content being produced. And this was being done before AI tools came online. There's more people, there's more information. It's easier to publish, it's easier to make a video, all sorts of stuff. So, what we want to do is now use these tools to help ourselves. And I'm looking down at my list of the ones I want to definitely touch on. For email's a big one. I don't know about you, but for myself, it's easy to get stuck in the email inbox, and I really had to devise some systems. And back in the day, I created, all sorts of filters and Gmail and, settings to move things around and put labels on, and so that I wouldn't get stuck, like, oh, I went to go look for some work information and then saw 10 promo emails and got sucked down a rabbit hole of, other things and newsletters, which I'm obviously an email person. I love it, but there's a time and a place, just like any other form of communication. So doing that was okay, but that was fairly manual. There's now some amazing tools that you can use. One of these is SaneBox is the name of it. Check it out. I've got an article. I'll include the link on that. On how I use that and what I think about that. That took me from like having all of this manual stuff I set up that occasionally broke to I just have a clean inbox, and then everything else goes into a couple other folders, and I can go and check those when I need to. It's been super helpful. I know there's another one. Let's see, I believe it's Superhuman. Haven't used it, heard good things about it. So if that's something that's up your alley, that might be worth checking out. Okay. The other thing is YouTube. Okay. There's a ton of information on YouTube. Love it, hate it, however you feel. There is some great quality information on YouTube, along with a lot of not so great quality information. But a lot of times you might come across a video that's maybe 10, 15, 45 minutes long, and you need to know whether this is worth investing your time into. Maybe it's a multi-topic, sort of thing, more of like a webinar, or it's just something where you're like, I think they're talking about what I need, but I'm not sure. There's some of these tools that are amazing. You can pop in a link and it will give you a summary of what's going on there. And that will save you a ton of time so that you can see, oh, hey, here's what they talked about. Yep, that's it. Or nope, I need to keep looking. Some of those I know is summarize.tech is a really one of the first ones I came across, and really simple, still effective. It's up. You can check it out. And it gives breakdowns that you can do. And so that's one off. And there's a lot of apps. I think 8ify.app, or if you just Google 8ify YouTube Summarizer, you'll come across the one that I'm talking about. It's a Chrome extension. You can do it right there on the YouTube video. That can be super helpful. Again, saving time. And I'm actually working on my own app to kind of scratch my own itch, because I had wrote a script before these came out that allowed me to do this, to have some videos, quickly summarize them, but also summarize them in chunks. So not just one big, hey, this is what the video is about. But if I've got an hour-long video, I can take it and say, okay, every few minutes, I want to know what's going on in that section. What's the main idea that's going on? And so what I'm doing with summarily.app, that's SUMMARILY.app, is you can go in and you'll be able to just add your YouTube subscriptions. And as new videos come out, it will automatically summarize those new videos and then send out a digest on the days you choose, so that you don't have to constantly be going back to YouTube, spending time cruising through the channels, all of that. Again, it's like being stuck in your inbox. There's a time, there's a place. But a lot of times we just want to know the high signal information and kind of avoid some of the noise. So if you're interested in that, you can head to summarily.app, sign up, get on the early access list for that. And last but not least is read it later apps. A lot of times, maybe you're sent a link in an email, you see something in a newsletter that's really interesting. You're browsing the web and you come across, I don't know, a good recipe, whatever it is. But having a read it later app, especially in your extension bar, if you're using Chrome or some other browser, something you can click one button and then you can go and read it in an app later. I'm a huge fan of Readwise. I've been using it for years. It's amazing. It's great for highlighting and resurfacing those highlights, but they also have a companion app that goes with it now called Reader, which is the Read It Later app. It's amazing. I can't say enough about it. If you don't already use one of these tools, I highly suggest checking it out and starting to use that now. It's a great way, again, to keep yourself from going down that rabbit hole, but still retaining the information that you want. So I think that this can be effectively used. The email tools, SaneBox, Superhuman, the YouTube summarizers, the Read It Later tools. Doesn't matter who you are, but if you're working online and if you're working in e-commerce, you definitely are, that these can be super valuable for you to speed up your workflows as well as saving you time. And then passing these along, what works to, your team, your employees, and helping them become more productive, more efficient, will definitely help you out. So if you got any questions about this, leave a comment, or you can get in touch with me about this or email marketing at oasisoptimization.com.